Hi, welcome to my spirit art video. So this is a channel drawing and this is the main character of this drawing. His name's Sam. He's really quite an angry teenager. He's about 17 or 18 years old, so you could also call him a young man. And he was learning either piano or ballet or maybe something like the trumpet from this mentor right here. And his name was Federico, maybe it was Frederick, but he was a very good professional instructor. He treated Sam with utmost respect and was very good at his job. Sam, however, was a troubled child and came from a very wealthy family, and then they were kind of like not really paying attention to his emotional needs, you could say, and then he had an anger problem. I do believe that both these individuals are passed away, and I tried to get more information about their deaths and I could not get it, but they are not with us now. Sam would frequently get bloody noses, and I realized that he does have some red right here, but I think that's because he just spoke a lot of anger from his throat area, because with these drawings, with these channel drawings, it's really important where the colors show up. And since this is red at the throat, I think that he had a hard time expressing any emotions other than anger. And even though he probably valued the opinion a lot of his mentor, because he had a close relationship with his mentor, or so he thought he did, he only expressed anger towards the mentor. So his range of how he communicated was really limited. I also thought that, yeah, so Sam's really high strung, and then I also got that he liked robots, because I kept getting a robot, and I wonder if it was a robot like he built, or if it was a robot in a movie that he liked, or he liked some of those books about robots. I forgot the name of some of those authors that wrote a lot about robots that were very famous. So anyways, really interesting child. However, his emotional needs were never catered to by his family, and so he was always looking to his mentor for all this guidance and validation, and the mentor was strictly just doing his job. The mentor was not trying to be a parent. He was not trying to be anything else. And also, Sam's favorite color is blue. He had a blue guitar. I think his bedroom was blue. Could this mean he's on the spectrum or something? It could be. I think he might have had some behavioral problems. Well, I mean, he definitely did. He definitely did. And so that's part of why he was being trained in art, because that's what his parents thought he needed. So Federico here, his mentor, he was very patient and fair. So he was very even-handed. I think he had a lot of students, and he had a lot of experience. So he was always very fair and very truthful with his student, and didn't treat him with favoritism or anything. He just treated him like as well as he possibly could, while keeping it always professional. According to Sam, the tutor didn't give him enough praise, so because Sam wanted more from the tutor. It's almost like he may have had a crush on his tutor or something like this, some sort of like romantic attraction, even though he was a younger man and he was like an older guy. There was nothing romantic going on. I'm only talking about what was going on in Sam's mind at the time of when he was taking lessons with Federico. Yeah, I do think it was ballet or piano, or it could be some horned instrument like the trumpet or the flute, something like this. Okay, my cat's gonna jump up. Okay, this is my cat again. Here we go again. Oh yes, okay, there we go. I also think that this took place in a large city, so it would have taken place in Los Angeles or New York or something. See my cat? Yes, he's all over. No, let's not eat anything, okay? So now I do think that they got into some sort of altercation. I really do. Probably beginning from Sam, because Federico maybe he didn't have a background in some sort of like behavioral issues with children or something. But anyways, I didn't see what happened, but I did see green bruises. So green bruises, and I kept trying to think like what green bruises mean. I mean, I think if a bruise is green, it's a little bit healed up a little bit. So, but I think that at the time of the altercation, that is when Federico probably stopped being his mentor, right? Okay. Yes, my kitty is all over this drawing. So now Sam was kind of like going on and on about how he felt. And I do think that he felt guilty, but he also felt like out of control, like he couldn't control what he was feeling. And so, and I didn't see the actual altercation between Federico and Sam. I also got some last names. I got names like Federico Espinoza, and then I got the name Collins, and then I got the name Sam, and the word Farmer. So maybe his name was Sam Farmer. I didn't get around to actually looking up these people, but those are the names that I got. I wanted Sam, he was very lost in his anger and his emotions, and I wanted him to kind of summarize what was going on, like in one message. He was like, stop seeking validation through your love interests or romantic partnerships. What we don't get from our family is what we seek in a romantic partnership or romantic relationship. So what we don't get from our family, we end up looking for in other people. And then, you know, it just becomes out of control because he was looking, he did not have a romantic relationship that I could see with Federico, but he was looking for this sort of validation through Federico, and Federico is just a teacher. Like, he's not going to do anything to this child. Like, he was very good at what he did. I got the impression he was extremely professional and polite and very talented, probably a really talented teacher. But since he couldn't fulfill all these unmet needs inside of Sam like lost it, and Sam thought that Federico was like a romantic lover. Like, he idolized him that much, and that is a shame that the altercation between these two guys was violent. So this is really about Sam, and you can even see here he doesn't even look that healthy, you know. And Federico's just in the background, like doing his own thing. I realize that there's no instruments in this drawing, but he could have been doing ballet. Okay, so let's get down to the color and analysis of this. I think that Sam was actually really loving, and so green is like the heart chakra, it's love, but it's turned down. So there must have been a time in here in his life where all of a sudden it was like any sort of love that he was giving out was either turned down or like had to be aimed somewhere else, like not at people. Because remember, he's expressing a lot with anger. So the love he had to be like turned towards the ground and not actually aimed for anybody. Like, it ended up being kind of like misused. So that's what I think that this green is, because he did have a lot of love and affection, but he couldn't use it properly. And he definitely did not use it properly with his mentor. And the mentor, I know he has some red here, but I mean, he was really just trying to help. He's kind of just in the background, kind of just showing who he is. And he's not the reason for Federico's anger coming out the way it did. So yeah, stop. That's his message. Stop seeking validation through your love interests or romantic partnerships, because what you don't get from your family, you're going to want to try to get from those relationships, and it's not going to work. It's not going to work. That's what he tried to do, and it didn't end up well. So I realize that these are two specific individuals with a specific situation, but this is also more of a universal message for people. Yes, so if this reading speaks to you, please let me know, and I will be back. Oh, I also wanted to let you know really quick before I sign off, I will be giving spirit art readings this weekend at Halo's Ascension Center from 10:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. And Halo's Ascension Center is Guadalupe and Alma School, I believe, in Mesa. So hope to see you there. If you want a reading in person this weekend, have a great night, guys. Bye.